Today we're coming to you from Museum of African Design out in Maboning Precinct in Johannesburg, and it's the collaboration between German brewer Grolsch, Smack Fridges and Brownout Boys that brings us to these destinations. Please do feast your eyes on these beautiful Smack Fridges while I update you on the things happening in and around our cultural landscape in the country. My name is Tumi Sedumedi and welcome to this edition of the Art Bulletin. Coincidentally, an exhibition consisting of 14 projects by young architects from Germany opened here at Mode. The exhibition consists of interior design, urban design and landscape architecture.
It's been selected by a curator called Romana Schneider, and she was asked by the Institute for Foreign Cultural Affairs called IFA. The exhibition belongs to IFA. IFA is an art institute in Germany, and they commissioned art exhibitions. And they asked Romana Schneider to do this exhibition. It's on young Architektenkammer. It's the Architektenkammer in Germany. It's a very young architects, and they're not these kind of star architects. Normally you know about, like big buildings. These architects, their work is more about kind of the social issues and some kind of site-specific or specifically needed projects.
The expert came, but it's not only for the experts, it's for all people interested on house building, on industry, on landscape, and all those things. And social architecture things.
Drama for Life's festival called Sex Actually comes to an end today. The Drama Festival's closing event takes place today with a few performances in the evening, followed by an after party. All this is happening at the Wits Art Museum in Braamfontein.
Sex Actually, which is a festival that's running in its 7th year now, supported by the National Lotto and the European Union, as well as the Goethe Institute and Business Arts South Africa. Drama for Life is about changing the way we talk about really critical issues in our society, from health issues to education and cultural issues. So it's about facilitating transformation through dialogue, but arts is central to the whole process.
We have a fantastic Community Day program this Saturday, the 30th of August, and this afternoon, starting from 12:30, we have Nomadlozi, and followed by Me, Myself and Materials, Somewhere to Hide, and then we have Lucky the Hero, as well as a poetry piece called Universe. And these are the best of our community project performances. These performances took place at sites around Johannesburg, and our Community Day program today is really about sharing with the public what we've been engaging and what these mediums of performance have been focusing on.
His originality led to a new style of drawing in South Africa, but I haven't found anyone equal to the ferocity and compassion of his work. Those words by Bill Ainsley on the late, great Dumile Feni. If you want to know what exactly he was talking about, you need to get yourself to Gallery Momo before the 22nd of September, because that's when the Dumile Feni History exhibition closes. It opened this week.
Dumile Feni is a hugely significant master of South African art. He was sent into exile in 1968, and it was due to the fact that his work spoke very much of the realities of an everyday black South African. His work deals very much with the human experience, and I think as a 20th century African artist, he's of such enormous importance, not only in the international scene, but certainly as putting South African artists on the map. The history exhibition is filled with works on paper as well as bronze sculpture. So we've got an example of the sculptural work, this is the piece called History, which the entire exhibition is named after.
It's that time of the year when Parktown is set to come to a standstill. The Johannesburg Art Alive International Festival's Jazz on the Lake will take place tomorrow at Zoo Lake in Johannesburg. And on the star-studded lineup, trending singer Vusinova, a cappella group The Soil, and legendary singer and guitarist Johnny Clegg. Here's more information on the festival and its road closures.
It's a big free event that takes place at Zoo Lake. It's in its 22nd year this year. And we officially say hello spring. We've got quite a few development acts. We've got an act from India and an act from Zimbabwe, a guy called Josh Meck, who's just hitting the scene, and a few other developing acts. There are so many roads closed off, it would be difficult for me to tell you how many, but if you can take it from this perspective, don't go near Jan Smuts. It's closed, and it's closed from 6 a.m. until 7 p.m., which is the main road that takes you through to Jazz on the Lake. Oxford Road is one way of getting around it.
The Market Photo Workshop, in partnership with the British Council, has selected 10 projects that will form part of the Joburg Photo Umbrella. Photographers, artists, independent curators and arts organizations were invited to submit project proposals for exhibitions and interventions.
We had a very good response. We had about 50 applications of people that were quite serious about it. And we had a very good, very wide variety of responses. So we had some photographers that were interested to show bodies of work that they've recently produced, some people that want to launch some of their publications during that time, some people that want to use the open call as a way to produce new projects. And I think that some of the projects that were particularly interesting for us were projects that engaged public in one or other way. So one of the projects seeks to kind of build an activism around kind of understanding of different identities in Johannesburg, and I thought that was a particularly interesting project. They will conduct interviews, they will photograph people during these interviews, and that will then be set up in an exhibition.
A collaboration between visiting artists Carlo Gali and Carolyn Massey has given birth to an exhibition titled Bridged. The exhibition opened on Thursday at the Bag Factory in Newtown and is on until the 3rd of September.
Well, it was my word, which Carlo does murals, and he wants murals outdoors, outside the Bag Factory and at Mabaneng, to be a bridge, like into the streets, to draw people in. And for me, I like that idea because I try and draw people into art exhibitions and to support art. And also, when I draw someone, it's almost like a bridge of getting to know them and they get to know me. And the people I draw over a long period of time. Not in one session, but I get to know them over years, and I draw them every few months.
On Thursday evening, Black Athena hosted a Goddess Funk at Club Zen in Maboning Precinct. The art and music event is part of an ongoing project that apparently rose from the need to acknowledge, validate and honor women who are constantly shifting paradigms through their creativity. We spoke to one of the organizers just before the event.
We thought it very fitting to have it here, being an art precinct, and also because of the fact that the club is owned by 2 black women.
It's, you know, a bunch of women just coming out and really doing something real that signifies something different, not booty, not boobies. You know, we want to bust out with real music, stuff that we work hard on. And those are the people we want to be with, you know, networking, further artists.
We have an interesting lineup of female artists and a male band called Our Box. Our artist lineup will have DJ D Unique, also known as Dominique Soma. I mean, she's very well known in the hip hop and beat scene of Johannesburg, and she's a events mogul as well. We have Systematic, and that is myself. I'm a DJ. I play hip hop. I play what I can call a mixture of African funk kind of sound, and then we have Tribal Rebel Ludi.
And that's how we come to the end of today's edition of the Art Bulletin, coming to you from the Museum of African Design out in Maboning Precinct. To see which one of these SMAG fridges tickles your fancy, you can always visit www.smag.co.za, or you can visit www.grolsch.com. To keep in touch with us, you can always tweet at Morning Live SABC. Until next time, it's a goodbye from us.